qualifying said done. We'll check everybody's tech cards, make sure we got them in the right category. Super Gas in the lanes, getting ready to come up next. Their final time run, here to tell you all about it, the voice of National Trail Raceway, Chris Stillwell. Chris, come on down. Sorry about that, Doug Ford. Doug, slide on in. They gave me the wrong name. You have been. You're replacing me.
Chris is busy with other tasks. I'm not smart enough to do what Chris is supposed to do, so I stand up here and talk about things. And I can't talk about them unless I have something in front of me to read. And fortunately, I have a screen here. We'll do a little bit of track preparation in preparation for the Super Gassers 990 cars, the original Super Series. And when they started, it was all driving, no throttle stop, no delay box. Some of these cars were capable of going in the mid-eights. Drivers put a bolt in their throttle or whatever to slow it down. First world champion in Super Gas, first world champion was the Pataskala Flash, Steve Eckerd. Did it in an Aglia way back in the 80s. First guy to win Super Gas at a national event was also from the Columbus area. This was said to be the home of the Gassers even before Super Gas. Gas class, modified production, all here in Central Ohio, in the Ohio Valley area. Sitting in here in the Corvette Roadster, 84 Corvette, 04 Corvette Roadster, is Nicholas Akuri from Cleveland, Ohio. And he'll be running alongside the pickup truck, 94 Dakota of Kenneth Sanders, in just a few minutes. Out to come. From Cleveland, Ohio, Nicholas Akuri, self-employed business owner, Muscle Products, 04 Corvette, triple nickel, 555 cubic inch big block Chevrolet, alongside of Kenneth Sanders, 94 Dakota pickup truck, 500 cubic inches. TK Racing. Now this is a 990 index. The name of the game is to dial in at 990. You get that automatic. You don't do it yourself. It's an automatic index. First one to the finish line wins if he doesn't go quicker than 990. A red light or some silly thing like that. Reaction times play a big part in this Super Series racing. Akuri has a 029 light. He goes 990 with a 5, nearly dead on the index, 9905. Kenneth Sanders goes 982. Now Kenneth had a quicker elapsed time, but Akuri got there first. How's that happen? Reaction times. Here's Jeff Reed from Batavia, Ohio. 55-year-old mechanic driving his 63 Corvette. Alongside Larry Turner in the 27T from Columbus, Ohio. 496 in the T, 496 also in the Corvette. Good 12 light for Reed, and he goes 991. 988 for Larry Turner, which would have been a breakout during eliminations. Shane Snyder, part of the Cheeseman racing team in the right side. Another Corvette Roadster, and of course it's a 63. Shane's a 38-year-old business owner. Left lane is Derek Denny from Pleasant View, Tennessee, in his Davis chassis Corvette Roadster. Denny goes 987, 988 for Shane Snyder. Now this, during eliminations, would have been a breakout by both cars. And if such a thing happens during eliminations, the winner is the one that's closest to the 990. Back again to the starting line, Matthew Bryce Hunt from Brownsburg, Ohio. 28-year-old laborer, totally on that truck. It's an S10, 632 cubic inches. In the left lane, Dale Barnard from Meadville, Pennsylvania. He's driving a Chevrolet Roadster with a Chevrolet engine, appropriately, 510 cubic inches. He owns the Thunder Valley Nationals. Matthew Bryce left too early. Dale Barnard goes 983 at 158 miles per hour. Tom Tyree from Palmyra, Wisconsin is in the right lane. Tyree Racing Enterprises car. Alongside Doug Linden is from Fredonia, New York. 45-year-old service manager driving his 55 shoebox Chevrolet, 565 cubic inches. 468 cubic inches in the Monza. Linden goes 986, 978 for Tyree. Edward Apple from Beloit, Ohio, in the Stratton Chevrolet 34 Chevy Roadster. Big 454 cubic inch Chevrolet engine. Pit crew, Ed Apple. Right lane, Matt Moody, Chester, West Virginia. 63-year-old salvage yard owner. We used to call him junkyard. 68 Camaro, 515. Apple goes 987, 1005 for Matt Moody. Mike Lagos from Cass City, Michigan, driving the Lagos Farms 92 Camaro. He is a farmer, 63-year-old farmer. 409 cubic inches under the hood of the Camaro. In the left lane, the Lumina in the right lane is Carl Rechtenwald from Columbus, Ohio, 61-year-old retiree. 632 cubic inches of Chevrolet under the hood of that Lumina. And Rechtenwald goes 986, 984 for Lagos. This is Bill Jackson in the left lane from Mansfield, Ohio, in the Jackson Scratcher. You name it, he's won it. It's a 79 Monza, 540 cubic inches. Pit chief, his lovely wife, Mary Ann Jackson. Jackson has won just about any kind of race you can imagine with that car, or his dragster. The other Jackson Scratcher. The right lane is Doug Mann from Newark, Ohio, head man at Mann Performance with his brand new NHRA driver's license. Ask him why. 56-year-old machinist, 89 Cutlass, goes 982. Jackson Scratcher goes 1019. William Ford from Mount Clemens, Michigan, driving a Trans Am, 70-year-old retiree. Right lane, Gary Linkhorn from Cumberland, Ohio. Linkhorn Racing 27T, beautiful car. 64-year-old Gary is powered by 540 cubic inches of Chevrolet in the 27 Ford Model T originally. Linkhorn again has done so much winning we can't even get it on the screen here. going all over the place. Sports Nationals, U.S. Nationals. Left lane, William Ford gets a little bit of a red light. That will not affect the accuracy of the speed or elapsed time. It's very important during eliminations that not happen, though. 986 for William Ford, 989 for Gary Linkhorn. And now here's a guy that has a car where you can sit up and see what's going on around you. Bill McCullough, 64-year-old retiree, 27 Ford with a Ford motor, 395 cubic inches. There's another version of how to build a 2017. Paul Fiddler from Willard, Ohio is in the Vega in the left lane. The Vega goes 990 with a 2, nearly dead on. 976 for Bill McCullough in the right lane. 976 is a little too quick, Bill. Here is a fast black. 50 Chevrolet Feetline. 423 from North Bloomfield, Ohio, is driven by Randy DeLuca. In the 27 Roadster is Don Rubel Jr. from Oceanside, California. 555 cubic inches. Good 28 light for Rubel. His elapsed time is 994. 981 for DeLuca. Robert Sadler from Erie, Pennsylvania is in the Corvette in the left lane. In the right lane, Bob Henshaw from North Olmsted, Ohio. Henshaw Racing Firebird, 436 cubic inches, 97 Firebird. Henshaw is a 63-year-old engineer. Sadler is a 65-year-old salesman. Car's owned by Skip Sadler. Sadler goes 991, 989 for Henshaw. Mike Kramer from Otsego, Michigan is in the 94 Chevy S10, 496 incher. Left lane, Rocky Clark from Willard, Ohio. In the Jackson Performance Powered 90 Grand Prix, 565 cubic inches. Rocky is 58 years old. He's a maintenance worker. Kramer is 57 years old. He's a business owner. Kramer just went flat out. I didn't see any nose drop from a delay box. Kramer goes 983, 974 for Rocky Clark. Randy Promosic, you have a package in 103, race control. Randy Promosic, you have a package in room 103, that's race control here in the tower. Ron Lauer goes 984. In his Lauer Racing 81 Camaro from Dundee, Ohio. Dan Outing from Richland, Michigan goes 997. And his 34 Willys, 555 incher. And no driver information yet on the yellow car in the Coghlan Automotive lane. Kenny LaFollette is in the right lane Mustang. LaFollette's machine shop car from Sarasville, Ohio. Powered by a big 557 cubic inch Ford engine. The Mustang is. $999 for LaFollette, $978 for the yellow car. Little Opel GT over here in the left lane, driven by Janice Swan from Mooresville, Indiana, 52-year-old nutrition coach. It's a Race to Win Motorsports 73 Opel GT, 565 cubic inches. Right lane, Richard Spradlin, Van Loo, Ohio. 66-year-old retiree in the Brooks Trailer and Repair. Truck and Trailer Repair, if you get that right. They are a sponsor, by the way. Brooks Truck and Trailer Repair. There, we said it right. 67 Chevy, 500 cubic inches. Literally the same reaction times. 986 for Spradlin, 989 for Janice Swan. Gary Landers from Bel Air, Ohio is in the advanced chassis roadster in the left lane, the 34. In the right lane, Corinne Rudy, caller Connie from Lima, Ohio. She's a 60-year-old nurse in a Gremlin. 565 cubic inches of Chevrolet in the Gremlin. $986 for Connie. Gary Landers goes 1071. Tom Diamond from Dublin, Ohio, in a good-looking 2017, part of the Armored Paving and Sealing team in the right lane. Another triple nickel Chevrolet for power. Left lane, Dave Goins from Plymouth, Michigan, in the DG Motorsports LLC 97 Don Davis chassis Ford Roadster. 521 cubic inches of Ford in Goins' car. 555 cubic inches of Chevrolet in Diamond's car. Diamond goes 982, 983 for Goins. Diamond got there first. Rodney Benson, Scott City, Missouri, with RBD Motorsports 70 Ford. Left lane, Joseph Carbaccio from Clarksburg, West Virginia. 58-year-old law enforcer. Carbaccio Racing, 83 Malibu, 565 is the size. Super stock, super stock, super stock to the lanes, please. Super stock to the lanes. Rodney Benson, 993 in the right lane. Scott City, Missouri, 74. Joseph Carbaccio goes 987 for his left lane performance. Dwayne LaFleur, Clarence City, Clarence Center, New York. 53-year-old motorsports manager is in the left lane, 68 Camaro, 588-incher, sponsored by Jiffy Tide, K&N, and Lucas Oil. Right lane, Pat Martin, another Armor Paving and Sealing team member from London, Ohio. Pat's a 48-year-old fabricator, 27 Roadster, 540 cubic inches, goes 991 with a 6, 993 for LaFleur. Rob Goodrich from Greenwood, Indiana. Commercial Team Construction, sponsored 93 Ford. Powered by Chevrolet. Left lane, Lee Klingensmith, Uniontown, Pennsylvania. 58-year-old self-employed business owner, 27 Ford. Powered by Chevrolet. 509 cubic inches. In the left lane, 534 in the right. In the Mustang. Both Chevrolet powered. Well now, we have a 986 for Goodrich and a 988 side by side at the finish line. Anthony Cropper from Georgetown, Ohio is driving a Beretta. Brian Richardson from Woodburn, Indiana is in Ralph Matika's The Phoenix 34 Chevrolet. 468 cubic inches in the Roadster, 509 in the Beretta. Almost identical reaction times. You see the reaction times on the bottom display on the scoreboards. as the car launches off the starting line. Now, that will not happen during eliminations. During time trials, we're doing it. 987 for Cropper. 987 also for Brian Richardson. The only difference was the reaction times, and that was only 0.05 of a second. Side by side at the finish line. Pat DeBottis from Howell, Michigan is in the right lane. 54-year-old retired police officer driving the 2000 Dakota, powered by Chrysler, 620. Left lane, Steve Williams from Noblesville, Indiana, in the True Blue Maverick 94 Pro, 355 cubic inches of Ford for power. And the Ford-powered Maverick goes 985, 996 for the Chrysler-powered Dakota. Here's Steve Theodore, Columbus, Ohio, sponsored by his business, McLaughlin Oil Company and Fast Lube. 63 Corvette, a magnificent machine. If you get a chance in the pit area, go over and look at that car. The Corvette Roadster has fully operating doors. Everything is just superb. Beautiful car. He's a 1990 D3 Division III Super Street champion, Theodore is. Jerry Spoor in the left lane from Van Wert, Ohio, in the Spoor Contracting 82 Mustang, goes 940. 984 for Theodore. Dial it down, Jerry. 940 is real quick. Rick Sarmento from Wildwood, Illinois, is in the Tubby's Performance 34 Dodge Roadster, powered by Dodge. Rick is 65 years old. He's retired. Paul Brown from Cass City, Michigan, 2017 Dodge. No, it's a 27 Dodge Roadster, powered by Dodge, 591 inches, sponsored by ProTemp Heating and Cooling. Paul Brown, elapsed time 987, 990 with a 4, nearly dead on for Sarmento. Here's David Nelson from Palmyra, Missouri. 58-year-old retiree in the military. Hands off, Nelson Upholstery and Custom. Corvette, 01 Corvette, 557 inches. Left lane, Dwight Lewis, Coutts, Indiana. Macon Bacon, 82 Rampage, powered by Chevrolet, 414 cubic inches. Nuess goes 990 with a 6. He's dialed that car right near where it needs to be. David Nelson goes 988. Here's Steve Hoyt from Fort Wayne, Indiana, in the 60. Hannigan, pit chief. Hoyt with a 018 light goes 993, 994 for Charlie Flanagan. Had a pretty good 029 light. Get down to 02s, 01s, you got a good light. Ronald Brady from Clarksburg, West Virginia, in the Ron Service Center 94 Lumina in the left lane. The right lane, good looking 66 Chevy 2. Scott Deffenbaugh, Lebanon, Indiana. 53-year-old salesman. Deffenbaugh is going to back out and give it another shot, looks like. 555 cubic inches. So they're both going to back off the line. Ron Brady is sponsored by Ron's Service Center, which we imagine is his business. He's 62 years old, driving a 94 Lumina, 548 cubic inches. Deffenbaugh, Deffy Racing, 66 Chevy, 555 cubic inches. Good 0-1-0 reaction time for Deffenbaugh. Has nothing to do with his elapsed time in reaction or in speed, but it's remarkable when they get down that quick. That's close to the trip zip. 984 for Deffenbaugh, 995 for Ron Brady. Tom Small, Indianapolis, Indiana, left lane. Good looking 68 Camaro. Steve Schmidt Racing Engines. Small is 65 years old. Miscellaneous occupations. Super stock, super stock, super stock. Once again to the lanes, please. Bob Prost. Deep stage. That's a foul start. Tom Small goes 986, 155 miles per hour. In Super Gas, Super Street, and Super Comp, deep staging is a no-no. It leads to a red light, so we'll restage him. So Prost goes off with a 024 light from Terre Haute, Indiana. It's a 45-year-old business owner, 2017 Ford Corvette, 565 cubic inches, 981 at 152.8 miles per hour. Tom Head from Highland, Illinois is in the 33 Dodge Roadster in the left lane, Mopar powered, 440. In the right lane, Bob Locke from Whiteland, Indiana. Sponsored by Custom Business and Tax Solutions. 57 Corvette, 565 cubic inches. 0-0-3 reaction time for Locke. 985 elapsed the time, 982 for Head. Here's Jacob Elrod in the Corvette Roadster in the left lane. Sponsored by Sunoco, Moser, K&N. He's a 37-year-old financial advisor from Harrod, Ohio. He's a 2012 IHRA Driver of the Year. Nathan Vrooman from Wabash, Indiana is in the Vrooman Farms 91 Beretta. Chevy powered, 581 incher. Eager start by Elrod. Good reaction time for Vrooman, 0-1-6 light. Vrooman goes 986, 979 for Jacob Elrod. Up next, Dan Childs from Van Wert, Ohio in the 33 Ford. Powered by Ford, 514. Steve Fields from Carlton, Michigan is in the left lane, Ring and Pinion Shop sponsored Firebird, 522 cubic inches, a Chevrolet. He's a 58-year-old Petro transporter. Fields goes 984, 991 for Childs. This is Gary Hardig, 58-year-old shop foreman from Canal, Winchester, Ohio, in his 68 Camaro. In the left lane, Paul Richardson from Woodburn, Indiana. P&R Express for Renza. Yeah, you thought it was a Monza, didn't you? It's an old Forenza. 582 cubic inch Oldsmobile engine to keep it all pure. And Richardson goes 984, 990 for Hardig. Nearly dead on, 990 with a 6. Joey Ship from Indianapolis, Indiana is driving the Cutlass in the burnout box. It's a 91 Cutlass, powered by a Chevrolet, 586 cubic inches. Alongside the Corvette Roadster of Denny Napier from Pataskala, Ohio. The Eckerd Racing 2000 Corvette, 565 cubic inches. Watching Denny is Grandpa Ed Eckert out there in the red shirt. Denny's dad's up on the starting line, going to guide him up there. Got Robbie Sesko out there watching him. Into the burnout box comes Joey Ship and Denny Napier. Everything's all the way it should be on the track starting line now, so we'll be back into action. 565 cubic inches for Napier, 586 cubic inches for Ship. Get some of that burnout smoke out of the door for the right lane. Part of the Eckert Racing team, Denny Napier. His uncle, as we said earlier, Steve Eckert, the Pataskala Flash, the first one to ever be the world champion in super gas in NHRA. Denny goes 009, Joey Ship goes 002 for reaction times. 987 elapsed time for Denny Napier, 990 with a 2 for Joey Ship. Dave Dolan from Tremont, Illinois is in the 57 Corvette in the right lane. Left lane, Jason Lynch, Cedar Hill, Tennessee. Sponsored by Cars Protection Plus, 95 Oldsmobile Cutlass with a Wilkerson engine. 582 cubic inch Wilkerson engine. Dolan has the small block Corvette. Chevrolet engine. 987 for Dolan, 985 for Jason Lynch. Next up, Jeff Gerber from Massillon, Ohio, in the Gerber Racing 27 Ford Roadster, 511 cubic inches. Self-employed business owner, 59 years old. He won the Spring Nationals in 95, Gerber did. Mia Tedesco from Murraysville, Pennsylvania is driving the Cars Protection Plus Cavalier, 2004 Cavalier, 615 cubic inches, Chevrolet. Mia is 23 years old. And that's another Wilkerson engine. Wilkerson, I'm sorry. And Mia goes 004 for reaction time, pretty good light. Her elapsed time's 989, 993 for Gerber. We won't mention his light. Corinne McMillan from Ajax, Ohio. High school teacher, McMillan and Wife Racing 68 Camaro, 572 cubic inches in the right lane. Mark Cole from Avon, Indiana. Cole's Town and Country Towing. Left lane 63 Corvette, 358 cubic inch small block for the 44-year-old machinist. Nearly the same reaction times, 990 with a 3, nearly dead on for Mark Cole. Corinne goes 989.5, just 5 thousandths quicker than the index. Larry Rodell from Evansville, Indiana is driving the Don Davis car in the right lane. 505 cubic inch Chevrolet for power. Sponsored by Bald Man Transmissions. Ryan Bolin from Wilmington, Illinois is in the Mustang, the left lane. It's a 93 Mustang, 523 cubic inches. Two, 2007 All-Star Bolin is. Rodell goes 982. 1035 for Bolin. Another Corvette Roadster. Ray Connolly from Elyria, Ohio. Sponsored by Dart, Hoosier, K&N, Sparco, VP. 63 Corvette. What else? 598 cubic inches. Left lane, Alex Miller, Mansfield, Ohio. 29-year-old engineer. Miller Racing Transmission, 63 Corvette. Miller goes 983, 987 for Connolly. Michelle Furr from Galax, Virginia is in the left lane, sponsored by Ohio Crankshaft, Quick Fuel, K&N. It's a 68 Camaro. Michelle Furr is the pit crew and the owner and driver and everything else, 47 years old. In the right lane, Michael Jurosic, Elyria, Ohio, Powerhouse Race Cars, 63 Corvette, 598 incher. We still have some keys that were lost yesterday down by the gate, the pit gate. We have them up here in race control. If you lost your keys yesterday and are going crazy trying to find them, we may have them up here in pit control, or race control that is. Jurassic 986, 983 for Fur. Here's Leo Zinda III from Clinton Township, Michigan, 66-year-old business owner. Ring and Pinion Shop, sponsored 90 Cavalier, 588 cubic inches. Left lane, here is the Pataskala Flash, Steve Eckert in his Cavalier, 2001 Cavalier, 632 cubic inches. 82 world champion in Super Gas, winner of the Summer Nationals in 82 and 83, Division 3 Super Gas champion. Steve Eckert, 007 light. In the right lane, we have a minus 001 for Zinda. That's close, but no cigar. Zinda goes 986, 986 also for Eckert. Tim Gillespie from Xenia, Ohio, is in the 33 Ford Roadster, powered by, wait now, Pontiac. 55-year-old engineer. In the right lane is Teddy Barlow in the Camaro Roadster. But he broke. It wasn't a Roadster. All right, the Pontiac powered Ford gets the line road and run. 032 reaction time. Elapsed time is 9:92. Tim Gillespie, 2007 Bowling Green Open winner, 2008 Bowling Green Open runner-up, 2011 Bowling Green Open winner. And that Pontiac powered car. John Taylor from Naples, Florida, is in the Dakota pickup truck, and in the Corvette Roadster in the right lane is Tommy Turner from Naples, Florida. Must be neighbors. Tommy's a 61-year-old contractor. John Taylor is 61-year-old self-employed business owner. Taylor goes 984, 984 also for Tommy Turner. Eddie Arnold from Salon, Ohio is in the right lane, 92 Cutlass, 582 cubic inches. And Devin Eisenhower from Lebanon, Indiana is in the 67 Camaro, 598 cubic inches. We're a little bit crooked down here on the right side. Wonder what's going to, yeah, they're going to straighten him up, I hope. Yeah, he's going to reapproach the starting line. Well, he's going to get more crooked. Well, okay, we'll work it out. Eddie's 70 years old. Arnold Engineering, he's retired from that business. All right, now we're ready to go, I think. Staged. Ah, good lead. Okay. Devin Eisenhower, 010 light. Devin goes 935, 165.7 miles per hour. Eddie Arnold, 989, 170.75 miles per hour. And here is Joe Fisher. It looks like the last remaining super gasser. It is 63, what other year do you think of? 63 Corvette, 615 cubic inches, 43-year-old business owner, racing RS. Make that racingrvs.com. 989, 171.9 miles per hour. And that takes care of super gas. And Robbie Sesko, like the whole thing, is out there on the starting line taking it all in.